Hi, this is Karen, Grandmother Dances in the Night Skies. I hope that you're enjoying this series of the Galactic Masters. We're going to tap into CIMI today. CIMI is number 6. It is the beautiful energy of surrender. So we don't have to fight what we're doing. Often we try to make the river go in a certain direction, or we will force ourselves to participate or change and try to struggle with against what is natural for us. So if you were to think of the seasons, how they change, how the trees change in the season, what would happen if one of those trees hung on to its leaves and said, "No, you're not going to change me. You're going to keep me exactly the same." It would be fighting nature, and eventually they would give in and they would start to just change their colors and the leaves would fall off and the cycle would continue. Well, we do the same thing as humans. We fight change often. We want to remain. And right now, the beauty industry is huge at the moment. Why? Because everyone, we can't have a wrinkle. We can't have gray hair. We can't show our age. Or what would happen if we just surrendered and allowed ourselves to gently and gracefully change within our own being? Even when we have an interest, alike, a growing of our education of ourself and where we change. We are in a constant state of change, of death and rebirth. And when we're sitting in the flow of that, the sweet spot where we're not fighting it, then we are sitting in that beautiful energy in the teachings of Kimi. Kimi is also transformation. It's like the cocoon from the butterfly. It goes from the little caterpillar into the cocoon and then comes out that beautiful butterfly. Well, we too have to go in within ourselves. And sometimes we need to just turn inward and allow that development to happen. But what happens when we morph out and we've transformed and we're now these beautiful butterflies? And then other people, when they see us, they will often want us to go back into that cocoon or back be that caterpillar because that's what they got to know. And it's up to us now to sit in that beautiful energy and let them know, hey, we've changed a little bit and welcome to the new me. And I guarantee you, people that knew me 5, 10 years ago, I am not the same person. I'm a totally new and unique me. And I love this transformation, but I'm not going to sit here. I will continue to transform and change as I age, as I mature, as I find new interests, and as my tribe and the energy around me changes and shifts as well. It's all part of the transformational energy. It allows the old patterns just to shed away. We don't need them anymore. And then bringing in the new ones and celebrating those new ones, releasing control. Don't need to control it. I can just go with it, the flow of it is, I guess, in a way, a symbolic death, that because that old person is not there anymore. If I was to stand in front of the Karen from 10 years ago and talk to her, I wouldn't recognize myself in that person anymore because I've changed so much. I've changed in my thinking, my being, my energy frequencies shifted. So imagine yourself going from AM channel to PM channel or to FM channel or another channel out there. And we keep changing the dial as we keep transforming and changing into who we are. Ultimately, we do this our entire life until our very last breath. So that is the symbolic death of who we were to who we are. And we're also sitting, and when we're in Kimi, it is the inspiration and the rejuvenization of surrender. It is so refreshing to be able to just, I don't need to carry all that stuff anymore. I don't have to worry about who I was, what my beliefs were, and I can just let them go. There's often we talk about our values, our personal values. What are your personal values? And I've seen people say, well, my personal values are, I don't know, whatever they happen to be. And then you go, well, this and this. And well, when was the last time you really thought about your personal values? Oh, wow, years ago, years ago. Well, then what are your personal values now? Because yes, they can change. Your interests can change. You can change your mind. People get stuck in, I was put in this box at one point. Maybe we put ourselves in that box. Does not mean that we need to stay in that box. It just means it's time to expand and get rid of the box, shed it, and move over to another area of who we are and don't fight ourselves, be angry with ourselves or those around us who want us to stay who we were. We're also sitting in the beautiful number 6 because that's the spot that he sits in. And the number 6, that talks about balance, how we can balance our life, balance everything out so we're not fighting so much. When we're in the sweet spot of surrender, of flow, we don't have to fight. So we no longer have to worry about, oh, I have to step forward stronger in this or stronger in that. We're finding that we're now flexible. We can move with the water, we can move with the wind, we can just move gently and graciously with who we are. The number 6 is the foundation of the individual self, who I am individually. I can walk alone and I can be absolutely powerful within self. I can hold community, I can hold space, and I can allow others to sit in whatever they're sitting in and not try to guide them or make them change. Because even you could try, the earth will do what the earth does, the people will do what the people do. Allow them to be who they are. Allow everyone around you to walk their own path. And as your path, allow you to walk your path too. You don't need to be in competition with anyone else. Just sit in the beautiful flow of who you are. The number 6 sits in the southeast of the medicine wheel. If you want to give it a direction, and that southeast of that medicine wheel is spirit. So we walk with spirit, we walk with the ancestors, and we allow the ancestors and spirit to hold us. Spirit guides, spirit as we know it, however you know it, and walk within that beautiful energy and feel the love. We don't have to fight them, we just have to go with them and just say, oh, I trust that I'm getting where I'm supposed to be, exactly when I'm supposed to be there. I don't need to worry about catching the 5 o'clock train and being somewhere else at 7 o'clock. I just got to go with the flow. There is no right or wrong, there just is. That's when we're sitting in that. Then did you know that it has a color? The color of Kimi, if you want to call in that energy, you really want to sit with that energy that day. Actually, I should probably have put on something green for you because it is forest green. That is that evergreen tree that shows us that even though it looks like everything's dead around us in the wintertime, if you live in a snowy area like I do, that it looks like, oh my gosh, everything's dead. And then you see these pops of green. They're just there to remind us that we're just here. We're beautiful. We're still living. We're just asleep at the moment. And allow yourself that rest time. Because often we keep ourselves so busy that we, at 2 o'clock, I have to do that. At 3 o'clock, I have to do that. I have to achieve this by this time. I have to achieve that by that time. I've got all these things in my life. For me, I'm 67 years old. And by 67, you should have this, and this. And you should have exceeded it, this, and this. And then we start poo-pooing on ourselves, going, oh my gosh, I didn't accomplish what I was supposed to. And we're fighting for accomplishment all the time. But if we can surrender and just be and allow ourselves the sleep time, allow ourselves that inertia to just turn inward in that beautiful blanket of winter and that beautiful blanket of self, and allow spirit to hold us and cradle us and just allow ourselves to rejuvenate. It is the healing and grounding and centering of self, of spirit as we walk with it. So wear the color Kimi if that's what you're looking for, and watch how you change and call it in. I hope that helped you. This is Karen, Grandmother Dances in the Night Skies, and I look forward to doing our next video very shortly. Take care. Have a great day.